Hey, I'm Razz. I'm bringing back this feature because somebody requested it. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. This is MMA I. Okay, so as I mentioned, I actually had a coworker, a friend of mine, request that I bring back MMA I. This is going to be June 2021, big month. There's 3 PFL events, 2 Bellator events, and 4 UFC events, including one last night where Biggie Boy knocked out Sakai, 1 second left in the first round. Lots of heavyweight action last night. Wasn't my favorite fight card of the year, but I watched it. The reason this guy requested I come back is he thought I should talk about the Logan Paul, Floyd Money Mayweather fight tonight. I couldn't give a rat's ass. I'm old enough to remember when MMA wasn't a thing. I grew up a big fan of boxing, pretty much in the golden age of boxing. You know, Thomas Hearns, Marvin Hagler, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard. All of these guys, carried over into when Mike Tyson came up, and he was so dominant. Now I just got to ask, what the fuck is going on with boxing? Floyd Money Mayweather, 50-0. Considered to be one of the greatest boxers ever. And he's coming back to fight a guy that outweighs him by 30 pounds and has never won a boxing match. There aren't going to be judges, so there won't be a winner declared if it goes the distance. I think it is so fucking ridiculous, I can't even stand it. What I hope happens is I hope Jake Paul knocks him out. You're going to step into this ring, potentially tarnish your whole legacy. I think you should pay for it. I don't think that'll happen. I think Money Mayweather's going to stay out of reach, and he's going to point fight him just like he point fights everybody else. I've never been a big fan of his to begin with, but bottom line, I just think it'd be hilarious if he gets caught. I mean, if you're really looking at boxing versus MMA, PFL event coming up this weekend, Claressa Shields makes her debut in MMA. She's the GOAT, greatest woman of all time. 2-time gold medalist in the Olympics, multi-time world champion in boxing. Figures she's accomplished everything she can in that sport. She's coming over for the challenge. I think that's interesting. Next week is a UFC event with Adesanya against Vettori 2. The first fight was a good one. I think the second one won't disappoint as well. There's also a flyweight championship and the return of Nate Diaz. There's a Bellator event coming up later in the month where a guy from Fargo is going to be fighting for the interim heavyweight title, Tim Johnson. I keep hoping that they're going to add the local guy, Bobby Lee, to that fight card, but Jake Paul against Mayweather is tonight. I will not be surprised one bit if that fight doesn't take place. For whatever reason, just Mayweather comes to his senses, somebody gets hurt, COVID, whatever the reason. But I won't be watching. I'm going back to work after an 11-day break. I'm going to bed early. I'll probably just hear about it on the radio on the drive-in. So if you're going to watch it, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's entertaining. I also hope Ocho Cinco gets knocked out, but that's a whole nother story. But again, I asked the question, what in the hell is happening to boxing? MMA, greatest sport ever. I'm going to look at possibly making this into a monthly edition. Next month, July, is the trilogy, Conor McGregor against Dustin Poirier. That one could be interesting. With that said, enjoy the fights or don't. I'm Razz. This is MMA I.